Yo, it's Overflow. What's going on, you guys? How are you guys doing today? Bring you another video, and this one's a little bit of an explanation of why I pulled out of the KSI versus Logan Paul 2 event. I know that I told you guys about this, and if you don't follow me on my other socials, my Instagram, my Twitter, and all that, you probably didn't know, and you're probably a little bit confused. If you watched the event and you saw that I wasn't fighting, FaZe Sensei was not fighting, you may have been a little bit confused as to what happened or why I wasn't there. I actually was at the event. I had a little VIP box up in the top with FaZe clips and some other guys. My computer is breathing so heavy right now. If you can hear that, I apologize. Drop a like on this video though, I would appreciate that, you guys. We got some more content coming to you this week, but basically just a quick breakdown for those of you who didn't hear. I was asked very late notice to replace FaZe Sensei on the Logan Paul versus KSI 2 event. FaZe Sensei, I believe, fractured his ribs or definitely injured them to an extent to where he could not fight on the card. So he pulled out of the event. They called me up. They asked me if I would be down to replace him, fighting against an absolute monster named Josh Bruckner. And I gotta be honest, I was 100% down to do it. They wanted me to cut about 25 pounds to make the weight to fight him at that event, and I ended up cutting probably about 13 pounds in, I don't know, a week, and I think that they called me about 12 days out, so I definitely could have made the weight. The main problem that I ran into was on the business side. So negotiations for it, just everything went good, but truth be told, I like to be honest and upfront with you guys. I'm sponsored by here's G Fuel right here, I think, is it right there? And then SCUF Gaming is another one of my sponsors, and I'm sponsored by a ton of like gaming companies, and KSI is sponsored by these same guys, and he's the main event of a card. So if you guys don't know how it works, if somebody's the main event, they're gonna get all the sponsors. They're gonna get, you know, of course the sponsor is going to want to spend their advertisement, their marketing budget on the main event of the card. So I wasn't able to use my personal sponsors because they were already sponsoring KSI, who also is a great friend of mine, by the way. Love you, JJ. Congrats. Are we doing a KSI versus Logan Paul 3? I don't know. But what I do know is on the next event, I've already had talks with management. I've had talks with a bunch of people, and my goal right now, so just to clarify, I pulled out of the fight because unfortunately on the business side, we just could not get things done in time. Like, all the sponsors that I had are the same as KSI, so they were using their marketing budgets for him, and then the other sponsors that I just know that I'm not partnered with already, they needed much more time for approval. So in order to get approvals for things like events this big, like if I was to walk out with a flag of some company and they were to give me, you know, some money for that, it takes it has to go through a few groups of people, I guess. They got to go through their marketing team and get approvals from management and all that stuff. And that stuff takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. That stuff takes time, and unfortunately, we just did not have the time. And on top of that, obviously, I was not training. But now I'm back in there. I'm full-time training once again. I walk around about 220, 225 right now. I'm probably about 210. So I'm just chilling. I can make way for whatever fight, for whatever weight we have to do. If we gotta do 185, we gotta do 195, 205, whatever it is. I'm right there now. I'm gonna be training consistently and constantly because whenever the next card comes around, I want to be on the card with FaZe Sensei, whether or not we're doing a pro boxing rematch, or I would love to just be on the card underneath him. Maybe, dude, I just want to throw this out there. Jake Paul versus FaZe Sensei. I think that gets more views than anything. I know Anderson Gibb, definitely huge UK US vibes there, same as KSI Logan Paul. I get that there's a huge UK US fan base there, but if you were considering like FaZe Clan pushing FaZe Sensei, Jake Paul you know, being pushed by his humongous Disney audience, and of course everything else, I think a FaZe Clan versus the Jake Paul or Beast Gang Pauler people, I think that would be the move, and I would love it if we saw like a FaZe Sensei versus Jake Paul, Overflow versus question mark, but I'm 100% down to fight on the next card, and that's kind of the discussions we're currently having. Also, I just turned on my heater and I'm wearing a hoodie and it's extremely hot in here, and I'm not happy with this. You guys may have noticed a different background from my last video. I actually just moved again, which is great. So I moved into that giant house. I moved into a different house now, and I'm going to tell you more about this in the future, but 2020, I'm actually going to be moving to LA into a content house with some people that you may know. So I'm so incredibly stoked about that. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I hope that I described that right. I hope that I explained everything correctly, because I'll be real with you. I'll be honest. It's 5 a.m. in the morning. I have not slept yet. And that's about where I'm at. Love you guys. Hope that you guys definitely enjoyed. I don't know where my tripod is, so let me show you this, you guys. No idea where my tripod is, so I'm using G Fuel Energy to actually hold up my camera. Use code FLOW on G Fuel. Use code FLOW on Kontrol Freeks. Use code FLOW on SCUF and Loot Crate, and also coming soon, DX Racer. Very exciting. Love y'all. That's it for the video today. I guess I'm going to leave, but I think that I described that all right. Love ya. I am over it and out. Hey, what's up? Future PJ here. I'm actually editing the video currently for you guys, just kind of putting it together. And I realized that I kind of like ramble about a bunch of stuff, but I just wanted to make it clear. I was 100% down to fight, but I do have management. I do have a team behind me. And after talking with some friends, talking with my management, talking with my father, talking with my team, the main thing that I want you guys to get out of this is I wanted to fight, but it was there was a lot on the line. Like, there was a very high risk and a low reward, right? So I had a lot to lose if I accepted and lost this fight. And for me, trying to battle the personal side of me wanting to fight versus the business side of it not being a smart choice to do it on that short of notice, it was super duper difficult. And yeah, so that's why we came to the decision that we could not fight on this card, but I will be training and ready for the next event. So yeah, after watching the video back, I was just like looking, I was like, I rambled about sponsors and this and that and making weight and blah blah blah. I could have made weight, I could have done it, but because I wasn't training and because I was going up against a professional fighter, that's not smart. I didn't have my sponsors or my partners able to get behind me in time. That's not smart. And then, you know, I walk out there and I get smashed because, you know, that short notice thing, if that were to happen, that's not a good look either. But I'm ready for the next one. And I just kind of want to clarify it. As I was editing this, I was like, yo, did I make the point? I'm not really entirely sure. Either way, I love you. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu for life. Big oses around here. And yeah, okay, bye.